Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're back again. Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
We're going to be watching a rare request today. This one's called Passengers. Passengers, literal.
Buckle up.
Buckle up. Airplane.
Yeah.
What kind of passenger are you? So we're watching on Amazon today, and immediately we got excited because during setup, I already had it up. We see Chris Pratt and we see Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, good.
I love them. Yes, Jennifer Lawrence, I mean, both of them I love. I'm not comparing the two, but Jennifer Lawrence, I loved her in The Hunger Games. I thought she was incredible in that. I think she's a great actress.
She is.
Played a lot of big roles, and she is intense, believable. I really enjoy her performance, and Chris Pratt I just love in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, yeah.
He plays a lot of roles too, but I really know him from there. So I will read the description here. Do I not? I don't know. Sometimes I don't. This one's short. It says, watch the trailer for an extended preview. That's the description. That's what we get. So Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt star in an adventure about two passengers traveling to a new planet when their spaceship malfunctions.
Oh, boy.
It's always the way.
That's not good. That's not
Always
good.
scary.
Yes.
So I think we'll leave it at that. And shall we just watch?
Yes.
Let's do it. And if you guys want to see the full reaction, please check out our Patreon and the links below. If you're watching on Patreon, we bow to you because you guys truly keep us going financially to create more videos. So, love you guys. Thank you very much. And just to say again, we're going to be watching on Amazon. Passengers. Oh, crap.
All those. Wow.
Look at that big one.
Whoa.
Protect from all that.
You just spent 120 years in suspended animation.
20 years.
Crazy, 100.
It's okay, James.
Just own it. Own it, Jim. You got a cool jacket.
Nope.
Where's the other
Yes, no.
passengers?
Welcome to the observatory.
Wow, that's cool. I would love that room.
Yeah, me too.
We will arrive in approximately 90 years.
What?
We arrive at Homestead 2.
Holy crap.
I woke up too soon. I don't know how to get back to sleep.
It's not like you can go back
There's
to
90
Earth either.
years to go.
Message will arrive in 19 years.
Wait, what?
19 years. Oh, my God.
55 years.
Afternoon. Oh, man. It's good to see you in the face.
Yeah, I guess think of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that would scare me.
Oh, my God. Good job. Wow.
That's terrifying.
Welcome to the Vienna Suite.
Wow, people get so cook for them. Robots. Yeah.
Give him some scraps.
Does he feel bad and he's like
He's so
feeding
lonely.
them?
Yeah.
He's feeding them like ducks. Oh, I feel like a human. Another human next to him. Oh,
Uh-huh.
no. No, he wants to kill himself.
Don't even think about it.
I don't think that's that fast of a death,
No,
right? A few
don't.
seconds at least. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, what happens if he gets sick or injured?
Can't.
You can't make that choice.
I just cut it off.
Boop. Put a pin in that.
I'm not, no more. You won't hear me bring up her name again. I'll never even mention her name again.
Oh, my God.
It's done.
Like, what do you even say when you first?
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
Oh, there was a repair.
that's a huge risk too, because
That's right,
first of all,
yeah.
you're sealing her fate, but she might not even like you.
You did a horrible thing, and he knows it.
We will arrive in approximately 89 years.
89.
Oh, he's been a year by himself,
A
so
year by
it's been
himself,
a
okay.
long time.
We have to go back to sleep.
Oh no.
Or we can't.
You don't think there's a way back into hibernation?
No.
You think they would have something like that? These,
Yeah,
just
you
say it's
think so.
fail safe,
Yeah,
like the
just in case,
Titanic.
yeah.
Never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh, she gets the better stuff?
Yeah, the higher.
Oh, is what he's been eating this whole time?
Oh,
No, I'm fine.
Stop it.
Really? Okay.
Okay.
okay, I'm not gonna refuse that.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We're not gonna find a hibernation facility in a box.
We could build our own.
We can't.
Oh, well, I'm not ready to give up.
I know. I feel the emotions of
Yeah.
panic. And
My only companion, a total stranger.
can you imagine just being trapped like that right in the middle?
Oh, I don't want that, yeah.
Well, far enough away where you can't go back or forward.
$8 quadrillion. That's 8 million billions. Colony
I can't
planets
even
are the
fathom.
biggest business
Oh, my God, no.
Did you pay full price for your ticket?
What is there to do around here?
Well, let me show you. That's where I would end up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, oh, wow.
I swear I didn't wear pants for a month. 7 weeks and 2 days, to be exact.
You're a little lacking.
She is wonderful. Excellent choice.
Man, excellent choice. Guilt. It's like, where do you get that suit?
Oh, wow.
No one needs
Can we use your card? You have the premium.
Yeah. Yeah.
You went shopping.
I went shoplifting.
Has style though.
They're probably going to want us to give up our tube.
Getting a lot of dirty looks.
Very.
Imagination.
You didn't have
That's fine.
to. Nice date.
Should I still turn around?
Oh, she's being fresh.
Thank you.
If I didn't try to kiss with the helmet's on. Ooh, ah.
Well, because
You kill me.
Again.
Oops.
This little, yeah, they're like, yeah, I got work to do.
The Avalon will slingshot around the star Arcturus.
Ah, cool.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine seeing that?
Anyway, there's no secrets between me and Jim.
My
Is that so?
Oh, is he gonna say it?
Uh-oh.
We spent months deciding whether to wake you up.
Oh
He
no.
did just outright say it.
No.
But I see it worked out just fine.
Oh, jeez. Well,
Oh.
that's all the bag now.
Not that. Whoa!
Oh. Boy.
Wait, his neck too.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, red everywhere. Uh-oh.
Failure.
Oh.
It is nice to see some green.
First floor.
Elevator trap, no.
Whoops.
Oh, that always scares me if it falls.
God.
Oh, it did! Morpheus! Lawrence Fishburne. Woo.
2 years, huh? Any more trees I need to know about?
Gravity
Oh,
Oh,
no.
my God.
Holy crap.
Oh my god, she's in there!
Oh, God. Look at. Whoa.
Holy crap, she can't get out.
She can't get out. Just big bubble.
No.
Look which way's up, you don't even know where to go.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh no. No, no! Come on.
Oh,
God,
my
this way.
days.
Where do we start?
Great, now it's like to be able to tell you.
These sedatives will alleviate your suffering during these final hours.
Final
Hours?
hours.
Hours, that's it. Whoa.
Holy smoke.
Crap. Not Arthur.
Don't break any bottles.
Oh, we could ruin his
Whoa.
face.
Oh, okay.
And it's gonna keep going. Oh
Oh, my God. Whoa. Oh,
Oh my god, you can go right through that freaking hole.
Yeah.
whoa, whoa.
Please secure all doors.
Oh, God, how am I going to do that?
How are you gonna get to
Yes,
her?
secure.
Hold on for too much longer. Oh.
Whoa.
Reactor vent failed. Manual override required.
Oh, jeez.
Come back to me.
Oh, yeah.
I can't live on the ship without you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right in the arm.
Right in the arm. Ooh.
How the heck would he
he's not gonna
survive?
make
Oh, my gosh. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna survive it.
No freaking way.
No.
Tether.
I've built you a house.
Oh, he built your house.
Oh,
It's too far out there.
Come on.
God. Some miracle, I hope.
I don't know. Grab his. Oh, yes! It's
Yes.
the only chance.
Oh, yeah.
Don't let it go.
Pull,
Tie it.
pull.
Tie
Yes.
it.
I'm sorry. The patient is dead.
Oh, no.
Post-mortem
Come on.
operations require authorized medical supervision. Executing.
Open your eyes.
Good. Oh. This color comes back.
Something I've wanted to give you for a long time.
The ring. Yeah. Oh.
88 years
It's
later.
Wow.
A lot happened while you slept.
Oh,
Wow. Whoa.
they made a life.
Yeah, I guess so.
And we made a life. A beautiful life.
Oh.
Together.
Oh, wow.
How
That was
wonderful.
beautiful.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
That was so
That
good.
was
I really
good,
like
yeah.
that
That was a
one.
great
No, that's
movie.
good.
That was
yeah.
emotional too.
Yeah, it was.
I mean,
Yeah.
it really messes with your head too.
Wow.
I really
much.
thought they were still going to be alive 88 years later, and how old were they this whole movie?
They're
So I'm like,
20s.
wow,
Right.
yeah, so they
Yeah.
would be
I
like
think
way
they were-
beyond, and
Yeah.
like, unless they can use the technology, but like medicine and the machines
Yeah.
they have to keep themselves alive longer. I
That's
just thought it
right.
was going to be like that perfect. Oh, we're like 100 and
No.
some odd years old, and
Yes.
happily married, and look what we did for
Right.
you guys.
Cheers.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, what did you guys
Fantastic.
think?
Well, that was a very good movie. I liked it.
It was,
Yeah,
it was,
different.
yeah, it was extremely different. And
Sure was.
to think of what Jim was going through and to make that decision to
It was a
let
hard
someone
decision for him
out
to
of their
make.
pod
Yeah.
for his own purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's taking a chance. But I mean, he fell in love with her. He
Yeah.
fell in love with the idea of her and being with someone and not being alone.
That's right. And
But
she
he-
fell in love with him too.
She did.
Yeah.
I love the story. I think it was like perfect on how it ended too. I mean, that's my kind of ending, as impossible as it is. I mean, it was very far-fetched in that way, thinking that of everything they had to do at the end, especially able to figure it out, be able to work with the components there and understand what to do, even though the ship is saying certain things, still to understand exactly, get the right tools, and Jim going out there, the
Right.
plasma, whatever that's coming through, the
Yeah.
blast, like, and him surviving that, and her being
Yeah,
able
and
to capture,
possibly
like,
Wow,
losing
I
his
think
life.
so.
and him dead, and that machine still able to revive, and her remember
right.
like, it was so impossible, but I just freaking love it. Like, the intensity was there, the desperation, and I'm really happy they were, you know, in love at the end, and everything
Oh,
worked
yeah, me
out.
too.
But I agree, and you feel that throughout the whole movie, the dread, the guilt of everything, like his choice to bring Aurora back to life, you know, or come out of her hibernation, was completely wrong. But to
That's
see it
right.
in his view that he lived for a year, because we didn't know right away he was alone for that long. So I thought it was like maybe a month or so afterwards. He had a beard, but you can grow a beard fast. So I was kind of like, wow, you're already being that selfish to bring someone back to be, you know, to have company, to not be lonely. I'm like, that's really selfish to take someone's
Oh,
life,
sure.
because you can't get back in your own pod. Why risk someone else as well?
That's right.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
like
right.
you're making a decision, and with Aurora going through all of that, falling in love with him, completely innocent, not even knowing what he did. He decided to keep
Yes.
that quiet, and going through the motions with her, freaking out, being so angry to the point where she almost killed him.
Yeah, which was so upset.
That was scary,
Yeah,
and
it was scary.
I mean, to go that far, and I get, like, she truly saw it as murder. Like, you took my life away from me. There's no chance of me ever. She went on that ship to have a goal, to have a life on this different planet. And he took all that away from her. So that was a big risk.
It was huge. And he knew it. And he just let go. And he just, if you're going to do it, just do it. I agree. You know, I took your life.
That's right,
And that's when she realized, I can't. I still love him. Yeah, until she had to go through that time, that grieving process, really, for her own self. I mean, here she is, you know, this terrible, tragic thing happened to both of them, she thought. And to find out that he actually did it to her on purpose, it's devastating. And she had to go through that grieving process for herself. It was murder. And when she finally saw someone else in Gus, she's like, it's murder. It is. And he said it is. But, you know, in the way, you do have to think back of Jim's experience and what he went through as well. And that it was, you know, so much depression and loneliness. And, you know, he was going to kill himself too.
He went through a lot, and it took him so many months to decide. Like, he really felt guilty and didn't want to do it. He tried to talk himself out of it, but
it was over a year.
Yeah, you're going crazy, and I mean, at least he had Arthur for a while to talk to, because being completely by yourself, and he had robot friends, you know, that were at the restaurants that he was going to, and luckily he had some, like, luxurious things too to enjoy. To have something.
And he can exercise, he can tinker with mechanics.
You can only do that for so long, you know, because even thinking of Castaway, because I kept thinking back to Tom Hanks and that, and being on a machine, I mean, like, yes, you have provisions there, and it's an easier time, unless you have a big problem with your ship, which was scary, but for a year at least, he was 2 years, really, because she was good for a year with him. You know, he had really good because he had everything he needed, really, but to be trapped, like, you can't even go anywhere. There's just, like, no hope of anyone finding you at all, because like on an island, you hope that a plane will go by, a boat will go by, or something. Like, there's still hope there. But on this ship, you can't take an escape pod and try to go back 30 years or something in space, and you know, forward. You're completely stranded in a worse scenario, like, just terrifying.
Even the audio, he had to, you know, even the alert, you know, trying to a distress call. I mean, it was going to take years for them to actually get it, and then years to receive an answer.
I would have loved to see that response.
For $6,000.
Yeah, like their age, like, what, 55 years in the future, and be like, we're still alive. If they were still alive at that point, because they'd probably be 80-something by the time, like, no, 55 years. Yeah, so they'd probably be around in their 80s, so they might not even have gotten that message anyways, you know? Like, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered anyways.
Yeah, go ahead and charge it to my account. I'm not going to be...
I know, $6,000 and something dollars. I wonder how much, like, not that it mattered, but how much money they spent on there. That didn't,
I know. Well, he got a huge discount because he had a crucial job in the new colony,
But still, like, for how many years? 90-some-odd years, you know? Like, that adds up instead of 4 months. It's a huge difference.
They owned him. Yeah. They were going to take 20% of everything.
It's crazy to hear that, like, what you have to sacrifice. And you're sacrificing so much already to leave Earth behind. And hearing Aurora's story where she just wasn't happy on Earth and she wanted to find something better. It's still hard because no matter how I see it, I could never do that. I mean, knowing of a new world is awesome. Again, I have roots here. I have family that I love and friends, and I wouldn't want to leave that. But some people, I mean, I can't even imagine, might just not have that kind of life and just want to move on. And even Jim was saying there's 5,000 different stories here. Like, you never know anyone's true reason. We're not all suckers. But I love hearing that. I can't imagine doing it. I could never do that. I couldn't leave everyone.
Yeah, and she had friends, and her father passed.
She cared for.
She had a lot of friends, but it was for the story.
Yes, and it's one thing moving around the world. That's different, okay? And with technology now, you can keep in touch. But here you're hibernating for 100 and somewhat years. You're never going to see these people again. It's not even that. You're not going to. They're gone. They passed away.
Yes.
Like, it's way beyond that. When you wake up, they're dead by many years. So I can't even do that. I can't imagine.
When you say
No
goodbye,
freaking way.
you say goodbye.
And you're stuck in space. You're going to a completely new place that you'll never go back. You know, you can't take it back ever. No returns.
Right, and then she was going to do it on the return. She was only going to stay there for a year. And
oh yeah,
back. Yeah, she said a year.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that would
and
be.
And then it was all about the story.
Wow. Yeah.
To sacrifice your life like that. I mean, that would be quite the book. Wow. I mean, I don't know, because then you go there for a little bit, and look how her life changed. I mean, not only being stranded, but say, like, if it worked out, I don't know if it would or not. I like the idea of it being fated, kind of, and they were meant to be, because they really did click. She said in a narrative thing that, like, oh, well, you know, what are the chances we never would have clicked or something, we never would have been together without this happening. But say they did find each other, or if she found someone else on this journey, if everything worked out well the last 4 months and she did fall in love, what's this guy going to do? Is he going to, like, go back with her or stay there, heart's broken, and she's going to go all the way back, lose whoever she meets again? And it's going to be a bad cycle. And then you never know, because I was even thinking with this whole trip, things change. You talk 10 years is long, 20 years is long. Like, major things change in 100 years. So when you get to this planet, you don't know, like, how the rules are. Okay, well, I'm in debt for 20%. Oh, now it might be 50% by the time you land. Or they might have a completely different government where you never know.
They might have
be a slave. I don't
bankrupt.
know. You might have gone bankrupt.
Even though they made, how much money did they make? It was like,
I don't remember, but yeah, it was like
or something.
It was something crazy. I heard like 8 billion times something trillion. I don't know, but it was something extraordinary. Just I can't even fathom it, and that's the point, I guess. But just the time, the duration, I was like, many things can change, and that's a scary thought in itself. Going to a whole new world. Oh well. Government change, so now you're slaves, or you're going to this poorest, dangerous part of the world.
Yes.
You know, you have
and
no choice.
On top of it all, when everyone did wake up, the 4 months before, the crew wakes up 5 months before they're supposed to land, did they have grandchildren running? I mean,
I was kind of wondering if you would see kids.
Right? Would there be generation, you know, would there be...
I was thinking when they were first getting together, I'm like, can she get pregnant right now? And
I
then,
was
like,
thinking that if I don't
there's a lot of risk there too, and then you have to make sure you have food. I mean, again, there's 5,000 people on board, but everyone's in hibernation, so they probably only have food just over 4 months. Maybe they have a
4 months
extra
for
supply.
5,000 people. So 90 years for
and hopefully
2 people.
And hopefully these people at the end that woke up, all 5 or 4,000. Whatever, you know, hopefully there's enough food left to last the 4 months, because it sounds like there's an abundance of food, but I don't know. But they had like they were growing things. They might have had a garden there. I saw chickens, so maybe they were breeding chickens for
Jim
food.
was really providing.
So everyone has to live the farm life before they actually have to do the farm life.
Those chickens.
No luxurious cruises for you guys. But overall, I really enjoyed this.
I did too.
I love the romance. I know it gets a little sappy sometimes, but they have great chemistry. Love the characters. I freaking love these actors. Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence were just so wonderful in this, and amazing.
Jennifer Lawrence, when she found out, and when she just broke down and started crying.
She's a great actress. Hands down, everything she does, I just freaking love. And I haven't really been seeing her, at least in trailers from movies lately, and that kind of makes me sad. So hopefully it was her choice and not struggling or anything to get a part, because I think she's just incredible. Chris Pratt too, but I'm just like, Jennifer Lawrence just has that intensity about her that really just makes you cry along with her.
I'm sure she can just pick and choose what she wants.
Yeah, and then we have to talk about Lawrence Fishburne, like the poor guy. I mean, he's a great actor, and I love him from The Matrix and amongst other things that we've seen, but love him as Morpheus. And how sad for Gus. I mean, to wake up. Thank God he woke up, though, unfortunately for him.
Who planted this tree?
Who planted? That was a great way to wake up. And it got so big at the end. That was so cool. But so his pod malfunctioned, and he died a bad death. Like, how sad was that?
Organ failure, like 612 different disorders or something.
Yeah, how terrible. And I wonder, which I'm sure he did, but Jim, I wonder if he thought, like, holy crap, I could have done that to her, because I short-circuited her pod, and it malfunctioned differently than his. I mean, she woke up the same way he did, though. You know, like he she went through the process of the woman talking to her and telling her, oh, it's okay, we're almost there, don't worry, this is normal, this is what you have to do. And we didn't see how Gus really woke up besides just waking up, right? Like all of a sudden he was just up. But yeah, so that's also a risk that, you know, he could have killed her. Jim could have killed her by doing
That's right.
that.
Yeah,
That's right. And he could have killed someone else from the bridge. He was trying to wake up the engineers. He was trying to get into that door to get them to do something, and that would have, you know, taken another life essentially, really.
You know, one thing too, thank God everything was working, because I was impressed by that, because maybe it just activated because a pod activated, but can you imagine if everything was shut down under lock and key? You can't actually get in, have food. You can't like have anything. You can't like access any rooms. You're just in the hallway all the time. You can't get water. Like that would have been hell. You wouldn't have lived long enough.
And everything's automated. You're just relying on, you know, mechanics to live your life.
Yeah. So it sucked that he could only have black coffee, that he could only have a block of weed or whatever that was that he was eating.
I know.
But can you imagine if all of it was locked?
Laura felt so bad. She's I'll get you another meal.
She's like, he's probably like, oh, good, I'm looking for a gold member. No, I'm kidding. I know it wasn't that, but luckily she was, right? So you could have something else to eat. But yeah, so I really felt everything they were feeling, the desperation and him starving, enjoying like a good meal. And yeah, that was actually
that pool
insane.
Was phenomenal.
It was beautiful. It was absolutely gorgeous. And how terrifying when the gravity, you know, stopped.
Oh my God. That was really
trapped.
Intense.
Like which way's up? How can you escape? Everything's like in slow motion, and even if she got to the surface, it could just keep overlapping and rolling. Who knows? Like the momentum of it just keeps following whatever until something like counteracts it. So that was terrifying. I was surprised she actually got out of that, because she was already drowning and seizuring, and like maybe the big splash maybe woke her up or something.
She was blacked out. And good for her for keeping up with the exercise. You know, you can get in that rut, like, you know, we saw Jim getting in the rut because Arthur, you know, said, you might as well just live life, you know, might as well just live in the moment. And he was just taking advantage of all the fun stuff to do there.
I would love that. Although it was active, though. I mean, they had...
It was very active.
But it is true, because they have video games like now. I mean, they have VR and stuff that you can move around. Nothing like this. But, I mean, you know, different. But most people play sitting down with a controller. So that can really be unhealthy. You're not getting exercise. So in this way, at least, they were in 3D world and... actually dancing,
she was running,
and basketball, and she was
running. They did a lot of
that was pretty cool. They're lucky they had all
a lot
that
of sex. That was great.
I know, right? And they seemed really happy too. They really did click. And it sounds so bad because I don't think he should have done that at all. It's really good it worked out. I am happy for that. But
he was desperate for. He was so lonely, and he just fell in love with her. And
he's very lucky it just worked out that way, that they were meant to be almost, you know, they were very happy together once everything kind of straightened out. But that was terrible that he did that to her, and it almost makes it okay if they were not awake. Everyone would have died anyways,
right?
You know, because no one would have helped the ship. Gus would have died. Like no one would have been able to do anything. So at least that happened to kind of make it okay. And the desperation of Jim almost dying, actually he did die and came back, but like him dying really made her realize how much she cared for him.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yes, and she can say, I helped save over 5,000 people.
That's right.
And that's incredible. And I think she was also thinking that she does have her best life right now with Jim, even though she's so furious with him that, you know, he awakened her. But when she was going through her videos with her friends and they were saying goodbye, I think she was thinking, you know, I did say goodbye to my family. I did say goodbye to my old life, you know, and that one girl said, you know, you were never happy here, you know, go live your adventure. I think that really, you know, hit her where, you know, I was happy with him.
That is good too. I mean, trying to make it into a positive situation. What a story. And she said that she never really wrote about herself before. And what an adventure to have. Like, no one's had this before. The pod's never failed before. And to actually be happy and live a life and kind of make it like Earth, you know, where you have a tree planted, you have grass, and, you know, they kind of made it a more vibrant environment instead of just a stale environment. And they were
their
happy.
own homestead.
Their own homestead.
They're never gonna make it.
Yeah, which is also terrible, you know, but at least they made the best of what they had.
That's
They
right.
did.
They had
That was good.
each other. So,
And they had each other, yes.
Yeah, so I'm really curious what you guys have to say about this movie. I heard, I mean, this on Amazon, it has a lot of good reviews, so that's good. But I've heard, and I saw on Rotten Tomatoes, that it got like a 38% or something, and it wasn't that much. I was kind of surprised by that.
Yeah, me too. That was good.
Yeah, but I thought it was really good. Maybe because certain things were just so impossible, and just in our family, and I have friends who are very, I guess, scientific and really like break down facts. And if it's not exact, they find every single flaw possible. So maybe something like that, where I think the story was really good. It's
But
messed up on what happened, and people, but still, like, fictional or not, people will be like, oh, well, that can happen in space, or, you know, they just find every little thing wrong because, you know, it's a story, it is, you know, science fiction, and I think it's really well told. It was very exciting and scary to me, and some things were very impossible, but I really thought it was told well, and I really believed it.
Good. Very good.
Enjoyed it, and I like happy endings, even though it's bittersweet. Kind of like it was still a happy ending for them, and you kind of like you have to accept what you have, and you just make the best of what you have, and so very cool. The special effects were awesome. I enjoyed the design of the ship, how it rotated like that.
Wasn't that
gravity.
interesting? Especially when they were outside and you looked and you saw the rows of like cabins. It was almost like the cruise ship, you know, like everybody was there.
Yeah,
it was
insane.
It was absolutely massive, very cool design ship. I loved it.
I love how they made it like that, like it's a vacation. And everything, so of course space aged and clean, how you had a guide everywhere, just an automated person talking to you, and it was easy to navigate things, and you had viewing rooms to go to watch that, what was it, the Red Dwarf or the Supernova, whatever it was. I know I'm saying it wrong because you're going to be like Red Giant, I think it was, or something. Supernova can't go near. Me and my science. It's been a while, guys, but anyways, like having rooms like that where you could just view all of that, and just a cool pool, a dining area, cool restaurants to go to, a movie theater. Like you have to think about all these things to entertain your guests. The bar, yes, you need the bar. That was fun.
You need the bar.
Yeah, I mean, especially with what they're going through, I'd probably be there every night. Like, a couple drinks just to kind of help you relax a little bit.
Edge off,
Man, so I'm glad you guys liked it, and I'm happy you guys requested this. It was a rare request, but I've been wanting to see this. I saw a few trailers way back when, and I was sold that I was definitely going to watch this. And we have fun on the channel, but we just get so caught up in the channel that I just don't make time outside of that. So I'm really happy that we did this time. Very good.
Enjoyed it.
Underrated, really. I really think it should have got a better rating. But again, guys, let us know what you thought of this. I'm really curious. Love the actors so much. And I think that's it. Anything you want to add?
No, it's just that was a very good movie. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I just felt everything they felt all the way through. Like, what would you do? I mean, again, you can say it. I always love those what if scenarios, but I'm like, what would you actually do? And you don't really know until you're in that.
That's
you really
for sure.
don't.
Definitely.
And I'd be like, heck no, I wouldn't wake up someone. But a year later, you're all by yourself, probably forever. Like, what would you really do?
You want companionship.
Yeah, it's terrible, but what would you really do? You know, it's too easy to be like, I wouldn't do that. But it makes you think.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Love you guys.
Bye.
Okay, bye.